What if I told you that a funky aquatic plant could revolutionize the way consumers make food choices? Sounds too good to be true, right? That's what we thought when we discovered the sustainable and health benefits of consuming spirulina algae. Now, current food production is causing harm to our health and the environment. And we wanted to create a solution so tasty that 1/3 of North Americans looking for sustainable food options wouldn't mind ditching the meat. We are Project Algae, an Enactus Queens venture built on revolutionizing the way we eat through convenient, sustainable, and nutritious food products made with the world's oldest superfood, spirulina algae. And not only are we creating a company that offers sustainable and nutritious food products, we are also empowering thousands of Canadians to pursue entrepreneurship as a viable career path. At Algae, we are a diverse team of 3 co-founders, 2 interns, and many more volunteers, partners, and advisors. We began our journey 9 months ago by validating spirulina as a food product at farmers markets and community events. People loved our brand, what we stood for, and the products we were creating. However, we also discovered that consumers saw spirulina as little more than a supplement. And this is where we come in. We believe in entrepreneurial leadership and aren't afraid of the challenges in disrupting an industry. That's why Algae is the only Canadian company innovating in the spirulina food space. However, we realize that disruption is hard to implement, and in the short term, we need to launch a recognizable product, build a brand, and educate consumers on the benefits of eating spirulina. So, introducing the Impact Bar, a great tasting nutrient bar made with spirulina. The Impact Bar is packed with raw and sustainable nutrients. In each bar, there are 5 ingredients: 12 grams of plant-based protein, 15 grams of good fats, and 22% of your daily iron. We began by validating the Impact Bar at SKS in Seattle, and since then have had over 2,000 unique customer interactions with over 50 different recipe iterations. This gave us the validation needed to initiate a soft launch in December with the goal of testing consumer purchase preferences. Our soft launch was an immediate success. We sold over 250 bars in a mere 2 weeks. This soft launch taught us exactly what we needed to change in preparation for our full launch in April. To date, we've sold over 500 bars, made almost $1,500 in revenue, and received over $15,000 through pitches and grants to help us bring our products to Canada and eventually the world. Now, I bet you're all wondering why we chose a funky aquatic plant as the bedrock of our food business. 3 reasons. It's accessible, it's sustainable, and it's nutritious. Algae is inexpensive and low resource intensive to grow. If this wasn't enough, it is 70% protein by weight and is high in iron and many more vitamins and minerals. In addition, it is highly sustainable to grow, requiring no arable land and allowing for up to 95% of the water used to be recycled. This stuff truly is the food of the future. We sell each bar for $3. Our current margins are about 80 cents per bar. However, after full development is complete, our margins will be $2 per bar. Currently, we are pursuing an omni-channel distribution strategy through grocery stores, online, and community events. Now, through showcasing our revolutionary idea, we've exposed over 10,000 children, university students, and industry professionals to the power of entrepreneurship. We've done this through 3 things: global pitch competitions, conferences, and even speaking on CBC Radio 1. We know spirulina algae has the potential to fundamentally change the way we eat, but not everyone in Canada has access to nutritious food. For example, 25% of our population is food insecure. If we want to make real change in how we eat, we must think bigger. So, we've partnered with community organizations to provide bars to those in need. Our long-term vision involves employing at-risk and formerly incarcerated individuals to produce and distribute our bars. At Algae, we believe that the biggest problems require micro solutions. If we are to equitably and sustainably feed the population of today and tomorrow, Algae must be in. We are Project Algae, and we believe spirulina can change the world.
Imagine you're unwrapping your sandwich from plastic wrap or taking it out of a plastic Ziploc bag. When you're done with your lunch, you throw all the plastic away. You do this every day, sometimes with more than one snack or meal. Have you ever stopped to think about the amount of plastic waste you produced and feel guilty for using it one time? With concerns over the rising impact of plastic on our environment, society is becoming more aware of reducing its plastic use. In a perfect world, we could use natural products that we can reuse and decompose in our lifetimes and protect our world from pollution. Why is plastic food wrap such a big concern for our environment? Approximately 19% of the plastic pollution in the waste stream is plastic food wrap on its own. In a period of 6 months, over 5 million Americans use 10 or more boxes of plastic wrap, and another 80 million use at least one box. An average box contains 300 square feet of plastic, so in the span of per se 6 months, the average American uses 540,000 square feet of plastic wrap. That's enough to cover an entire football field. So the question we ask ourselves is this: what if we could reduce this number to nothing? That's where we come in. Welcome to Kind Hive. The Kind Hive project by Enactus Guelph aims to make beeswax food wrap the new replacement for all your plastic needs. Plastic food wrap, Ziploc bag, and any other disposable plastic used to protect your food. Our food wraps can be reused for up to a year with proper care and can be easily revamped for an even longer duration of use. We have partnered with local thrift stores and inns who have donated their cotton t-shirts and bed sheets, which we then bake in beeswax to create the wrap. This is not only diverting waste from the clothing industry by utilizing the material to make wraps, but also puts use to beeswax that before now had no purpose. For each shirt we get donated, we can make 4 food wraps of varying sizes. We strive to mitigate these issues of overflowing landfills, general pollution, by selling our food wraps as an alternative to plastic food wrap. That's where we come in. Welcome to Kind Hive. The Kind Hive project by Enactus Guelph aims to make beeswax food wraps the replacement for plastic food wraps, Ziploc bags, and any other disposable plastic used to protect your food. Our food wraps can be used for up to a year with proper care and can be easily revamped for an even longer duration of use. We have partnered with local thrift stores and inns who have donated their cotton t-shirts and bed sheets, which we can then bake in beeswax to create the wrap. This not only diverts waste from the clothing industry by utilizing the material to make the wraps, but also puts use to beeswax that before now had no purpose. The University of Guelph is known as a school passionate about sustainability. Not just the school, but the city itself, naming itself the first Green elected party member in Ontario. By putting a product on the market such as a beeswax food wrap, this will resonate greatly with the Guelph community and will give citizens another way to take care of their environment. We have grown a large following on our social media accounts, allowing our outreach to get even bigger than we ever imagined. We also have the ability to do direct marketing in the University Center. This gives us a reach of about 1,000 students per day and allows us to educate students on the benefits of beeswax food wrap and sustainability. Using online and direct marketing, we were able to sell over 50 food wraps just in our prototype phase. Selling them at $7 a wrap proved to be very profitable due to the donated rip linen and t-shirts, plus donated beeswax from a local beekeeper. The $7 price point is a little lower than competitors, making it more accessible for customers. This shows it's a viable business and can be sustained to create a lasting impact on our community. Beyond these marketing initiatives, we are helping create a circular economy as we can take t-shirts from Value Village and rip linen from local hotels that would be otherwise discarded and making a usable product from it. This product also lowers plastic food wrap waste and can be used for up to 2 years with re-waxing. We are also working with other businesses in the community, such as local beekeepers, to support their business. Our food wraps are priced at $7 per food wrap to make them accessible to students and lower income citizens to create a larger impact. We can still cover our costs and make profit at this price level, allowing our business to sustain itself in the future. Talk about a circular economy. Our goal with Kind Hive is to reduce that 19% of plastic use by plastic food wrap to 0. With our marketing initiatives, our products, and our partnerships, this is possible.
Plastic. It's durable, lightweight, and cheap. No wonder there is so much of it. But the unfortunate side of plastic is that there's no easy way to get rid of it. So it ends up here. Lately, the world is taking notice. From Paris to Houston, all the way to our home in Waterloo, citizens have marched for change. Governments have started to ban plastic bags and straws, and businesses are phasing plastic out of their supply chains.
Despite this incredible progress, a large contributor to the plastic problem still goes unnoticed. These bottles, toiletry containers used for shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. During our needs assessment, we discovered that 5.7 billion are sent to landfills every year from hotels across North America. These bottles are filtered out of the recycling process because they use a low-grade plastic, contain leftover product, and are too small to be recycled. On top of this, their production wastes billions of liters of water, emits over 100 million pounds of CO2, and consumes over 500 million liters of oil each year. Who knew that something meant to make us clean could be so dirty?
After learning about this waste, we asked ourselves, what if we could find a way to deliver shampoo without the plastic bottle and get rid of these problems for good? That's why we created Earth Suds. Earth Suds are solid, dissolvable tablets of shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. You simply crush the tablet under water and it lathers exactly like liquid soap. The tablets are vegan, cruelty-free, and contain no sulfates or parabens. In other words, they provide a cleaner clean. Since we started Earth Suds, we've gone through over 150 product iterations. We started off by targeting hotels. We ran 2 pilots and received overwhelmingly positive feedback from our guests. Many wanted to buy our tablets for themselves.
And so, our business strategy iterated too. We realized that Earth Suds had the potential to replace all shampoo bottles, not just toiletry bottles for hotels. So, we decided to launch an e-commerce store. We would be able to sell directly to consumers and at the same time build credibility and a stronger case for hotels through consumer demand. We created new packaging for consumers, a recyclable box printed with vegetable ink and a reusable tin for traveling. We launched our site in November to a great reception. In addition to individual consumers, we had retailers and even a distributor reach out to carry our product, and we're now stocked in over 55 retailers across Canada and the United States.
We also expanded our marketing strategy, targeting consumers through influencer marketing, Facebook ads, and Google AdWords. These campaigns have allowed us to reach 500,000 people and have contributed to our $31,000 in total revenue to date. Considering we only launched less than 5 months ago, we're extremely proud of our results. And we're growing fast. In just the first 9 days of March, we earned $7.7 thousand in revenue, putting us on track to double our sales growth every month.
But we still wanted to do more, to marry our environmental impact with a social one. After learning that adults with developmental disabilities face a staggering 74% unemployment rate, we sought a way to employ people like Beth, who you see here, through a work readiness program. The program provides paid work experience to adults with developmental disabilities. Here, they develop valuable skills and receive individualized training and supports. We've hired 8 people so far, and are adding another 8 within the next year. Our team is proud to say that we've seen a 74% improvement in workers' skill sets between the beginning and end of their work terms.
By competing in events across Canada, we've earned approximately $86,000 in funding. Most notably, we were named a top 10 finalist in the Nat Geo Ocean Plastic Innovation Challenge, the only Canadian and only student-run team to do so. And we were recently featured on breakfast television. The future continues to look bright for Earth Suds.
While we explore new channels like subscription boxes, Airbnbs, and campsites, our biggest success continues to be through distributors.
Koru was our first distributor, and they placed their first order in December, reordering $13,000 in the subsequent 3 months. Come April, we'll have 2 additional distributors, Green Team and Debut Products. On top of this, we're in talks with our first major national retailer, putting us on track for $203,000 in revenue this year.
Van Gogh once said, "Great things are done by a series of small things brought together." Now, the world is coming together to take action against plastic. We're proud to join this movement of committed citizens, conscious governments, and responsible businesses. Together, we can make plastic a thing of the past. Together, we can give the world a cleaner clean.
Failure. Entrepreneurs are navigating a future plagued with uncertainty and doubt, leading to seemingly inevitable failure.
Students are simply existing, not advancing, following, not pursuing, limited by a world that doubts their abilities.
Entrepreneurs see failure.
Students see failure.
What if there was a way that we could solve both of these problems at once? Life fails to teach both students and entrepreneurs that failure is not something to be afraid of. Failure is a stepping stone to success. Introducing Enactus
Consults.
Good afternoon, judges. My name is Jason, and I'm here with my colleagues Leanne and Kevin. Today, we'll be introducing a venture that's provided 20 students with tangible consulting experience that has grown 4 local businesses.
Meet Jody. Jody is a London-based entrepreneur who is the owner of a small entertainment company in Toronto. She failed to expand into a new target market while maintaining profitability. And coming from an arts background, she lacks business acumen to successfully grow her business.
Now let's turn the tables and meet Eddie. Eddie is a student who is passionate about business, but failed to see how what he was learning in school translated to the real world. He found his passion for business dwindling.
Jody had a business idea, but needed help in developing initiatives to make her idea a profitable venture. On the other hand, Eddie had classroom knowledge about finance and marketing, but was never given the chance to contribute towards growing a business.
Jody's situations reflect the issue in the entrepreneurship horizon today. Entrepreneurs lack the time, resources, and support needed to build a sustainable business. This leads to 90% of startups failing each year. On the other hand, students are eager to grow by applying their knowledge to real-world issues. However, they're often seen as inexperienced and struggle to find opportunities that give them training.
Now how do we come in? Enactus Consults excelled on 3 pillars: providing tangible consulting experience, running workshops, and by providing mentorship. First, Enactus Consults assigned 20 students among 4 different businesses in need of solutions. Students then used their business knowledge to develop reports that provided comprehensive solutions.
Enactus Consults then organized workshop sessions where knowledgeable experts shared information on how they could produce comprehensive solutions. Enactus Consults partnered with the Business Development Bank of Canada to teach students about common market issues. 95% of consultants who attended these workshops told us that they now felt more confident about navigating the business horizon.
Enactus Consults provided mentorship. Consulting experts gave regular advice to students on how they could help their entrepreneurs grow. Enactus invested in the advancement of their careers by providing them with industry knowledge.
In doing so, Enactus has succeeded in connecting entrepreneurs and students in using their own unique skills and opportunities to benefit each other.
But Enactus Consultants' impact extends beyond supporting students and entrepreneurs. Enactus Western demonstrated a strong commitment to profit, people, and the planet.
Economically, Enactus Consults supported small businesses by providing them with strategies that improved their sales while reducing their costs.
Enactus Consults invested in social issues by partnering with entrepreneurs that provide services for the vulnerable. In particular, Enactus Consults partnered with Microboards Canada, an organization that teaches the basics of operating a non-profit organization, by helping to improve their public marketing initiatives.
Finally, Enactus Consults also supports sustainable operations by partnering with Skilled Accents, an organization that transformed unused fabric into pillows and that provided job opportunities for refugees. By developing marketing initiatives, Enactus increased their brand exposure.
Enactus Consults, a venture that helps students and entrepreneurs overcome the fear of failure and succeed by giving them the opportunity to use their unique skills.
The entrepreneurial spirit in Canada is booming. 98% of new jobs are created by small businesses, and statistics shows that 58% of youth want to start a business on their own. Canada sure is a land full of opportunities. However, reality suggests otherwise. 96% of these newly created businesses fail within the first year due to a lack of knowledge and skill. While all of these problems have been brought up before, we were wondering, what about the opportunities?
The video game industry is expected to be worth over 100 billion Canadian dollars by the end of 2020. According to recent research by the University of British Columbia, 61% of Canadians identify themselves as a video gamer, while 46% of the population prefer to play games on their phone.
We saw the interactive component of gamification as a very convincing model to promote entrepreneurship. Therefore, we decided to integrate gaming and entrepreneurship together to create a new experience for entrepreneurs.
Youth Going Forward is a project born with the purpose to leverage gamification to facilitate entrepreneurial educations targeting youth between the age of 16 and 25. We created an interactive mobile apps to guide young participants to the world of entrepreneurship. Then, we will take you to the next step, where they will be attending a 6-week one-on-one workshop to start building their own business plans.
Let us introduce you to our friend, Oriana. She is a 22-year-old part-time student whose goal is to bring Middle Eastern and Latin culture together while adding a modern twist for a younger crowd. She wants to incorporate hookah and Latin street food into a lunch.
With no business background and no experience in marketing research, Oriana felt overwhelmed to plan our business, especially in financial estimation.
We found Oriana's lack of knowledge, resources, and time reflects the common pattern among young entrepreneurs. That was when Oriana was introduced to Youth Going Forward for the first time. With the materials learned from Youth Going Forward's app, she was able to learn the fundamentals of entrepreneurship.
Oriana went through online lessons that were approved by business professionals, which helped broaden her knowledge in various areas such as finance, administration, and marketing. With the Youth Going Forward app, she was able to play and learn at her own pace, in the comfort of her own home, anywhere and anytime.
As Oriana advanced through the lessons, her progress was measured by the points she accumulated. With this ranking, the top 3 players will be determined at the end of every 6 months, and each will receive a funding reward of $250 towards their business.
We realized that this $250 reward is not enough for certain ideas like Oriana to get started. We wanted to go further and beyond to provide Oriana with the best resources and support that she needs. That's why we partnered up with Start GBC, an entrepreneurial hub that provides in-depth support such as one-on-one mentoring and financial resources.
After completing app modules, Oriana was invited to our 6-week one-on-one workshops where she wrote down the business plan. Through Star GBC's network, she is now connected with a mentor to prepare her business for a test run.
They impacted me by helping me walk through the process of my business plan and also with the financial projecting, since that was the area that I had most trouble with. I still need more fundings for my business plan, but Youth Going Forward is helping me get connected with Start GBC, where I can potentially get more funds towards my business.
Today, the Youth Going Forward app has 66 active users learning from a module just within the first week of launching the game, and 30 participants were introduced to entrepreneurship by our team's member directly. We have impacted 93 young Canadians.
We are planning to have 200 active players and 5,000 downloads by the end of May 2021 and plan to bring our whole experience online.
Youth Going Forward is designed to give future Canadians entrepreneurs a platform where they can find suitable helps that they need. First, by giving them the knowledge.
Second, by providing youth a free interactive game to learn and give them the resources they need to succeed.
And lastly, to give them the time and space that they need to transform the business ideas into successful careers.
We want to be their part of the journey to success.
Find the Youth Going Forward games on App Store and Google Play.
We are Enactus George Brown, and this is Youth Going Forward.
Thank you.
We are Enactus Fleming College, located in Peterborough, Ontario. We're a hub of leadership, innovation, and sustainability. We were the first post-secondary institution across Canada to ban the sale of plastic water bottles on campus. We have made important steps to continue our goal to increase sustainable practices in everything we do. In 2018, Enactus Fleming learned that the Peterborough landfill would be full as early as 2025. We saw this was a problem, so we conducted a needs assessment, which identified that there were both financial and environmental costs to how we were disposing our waste. Financially, we learned that Fleming College incurred a cost to recycle the paper, and environmentally, 40% of that same paper ended up in our landfill due to contamination. Our team took responsibility and wanted to create a change. We wanted to lead by example, addressing this issue with a solution that would be sustainable in the long term. For the past 2 years, our team has explored a number of different business options, and this has led us to our very first product, the paper planter. We diverted paper that would have ended up in the landfill, and we have created a sustainable business. This diverted paper is reducing the financial and environmental costs at Fleming and making an impact in our community. The paper planter is a compostable planter made with diverted paper collected on our campus. It's a replacement for the styrofoam and plastic flower pots, but more importantly, it's a tool used to empower children by teaching them about the value of sustainability through education about how to grow their food and do gardening practices. Over the last 10 months, we created more than 500 prototypes using different ingredients, ratios, and production methods. We subject them to various testing methods to assess their viability, and in January 2020, we finalized our acceptance criteria and began production. The planters are packaged in a kit that is completely compostable, 25 planters along with soil, vegetable seeds, instructions, and a lesson plan. We partner with teachers to create professional lesson plans that relate to the Ontario Elementary School curriculum. They provide indoor and outdoor learning opportunities for not only students, but daycares, retirement homes, and community programming.
My colleagues and I were very fortunate to be involved with the Paper Planner project right from its initial stages. We've been able to bring this into our classrooms in the school, and all of my colleagues and students in our school have been so excited about this. It's been a huge beneficial project at our school. Personally, I have a grade 4-5 class of 26 students, and we've been able to try this across a number of different subjects, and I look forward to where it's going to go in the future.
Our business is built in sustainability, and we do it by addressing the triple bottom line. We use a volunteer-based model that operates a cost-effective and sustainable supply chain on our own campus. We currently have a team of 15 students that can produce 8 kits per week. Furthermore, this product will be financially sustainable, and we began our rollout strategy in February 2020 with a target to sell 100 kits to 10% of elementary schools within our region by June 2020, generating over $1,500 in profit. Within our first month of sales, we have supplied 15 kits, impacting over 300 students while generating over $200 in profit. The paper planter utilizes waste material as its main input, and it's powered by Enactus Fleming student volunteers. This allows us to enjoy healthy profit margins while still providing excellent value to our customers. We are reducing Fleming's financial cost and its environmental footprint at our local landfill. What has started as a recycling project has transformed into a sustainable business and an educational tool that has the world talking. Paper Planter was recognized by the World Trade Foundation Association as a rising innovation project and received the People's Choice Award at Enactus World Cup Project Fair in 2019. Paper Planter was featured in local and national media after receiving a 3M Project Accelerator grant and winning over $7,000 in cash and prizes. Paper Planter has sold 15 kits, diverting over 110 pounds of paper from the landfill, impacting over 300 children in our community while generating over $200 in profit. We're projecting to sell 500 kits by March next year, diverting 1,600 pounds of paper from the landfill, impacting over 12,000 children and generating almost $10,000 in revenue. We're Enactus Fleming College, we are educating the leaders of tomorrow, and we are leading by example. Same old paper, brand new life.